There is a road in the north of England, 112 kilometres of fell, lake and extremely questionable weather. They call it the Cumbria Way. Two friends have decided to walk it. Eddie and William, Swedes, 30 years old, veterans of enough trails together to know exactly what they are getting into, and come anyway. They cross the sea, board a train, and arrive in Ulverston with packs full of outdoor gear and more optimism than is strictly warranted. At a stone monument in a place called the Gill, the road begins, and so do they. Rolling farmland, ancient stone walls, one deeply unimpressed sheep. The first day is not dramatic. The Cumbria Way is wise enough to ease you in. A climb over moorland, a glitter of beacon tarn in the heather, and then, without warning, Coniston water, 4 miles of silver lake. The old man of Coniston looming above like a very large, very patient bouncer. But the landscape is not the only thing they find. Somewhere on the road, they meet Ryan, a bright lad from Newcastle, walking the way alone and navigating it with the quiet confidence of someone who actually knows where he is going. A skill that turns out to be extremely welcome. He falls in with them naturally, the way good companions always do. Stories are exchanged. Laughter follows. By the time Coniston appears, what started as a chance encounter has become something more. 3 friends arrive in Coniston as the light goes golden, tired, damp, and glad of each other's company. Some days are merely days. This is not one of those days. 3 companions set out together into the Langdale Valley, past Tarnhouse and through Chapel Stile. The Langdale pikes rising overhead like they own the place, because they do. Then Stake Pass, a climb so steep it takes conversation first, then dignity, then the will to live. Then Borrowdale, then the long shore of Derwent Water, then still more. 53,000 steps, 12 hours, 3 people who are becoming friends, discovering new reasons to question the collective decision-making that got them here. Before the great climb, the fellowship parts ways. Ryan, it turns out, has somewhere to be. Specifically, the end of the entire Cumbria Way in 3 days. A schedule that leaves no room for sentiment or sanity. He pushes on ahead. Eddie and William watch him go with a mixture of admiration and genuine concern. They press on alone. The miles accumulate. Darkness does not so much fall as collapse on top of them. By 10:30 at night, they crawl into the village of Grange, 6 kilometres short of Keswick, out of daylight, out of legs, and very nearly out of will. A taxi is called. No one speaks of it as defeat. The daylight and the exhaustion had won. Just this once. Out of Keswick, the path climbs hard between the vast shoulders of Skiddaw and Blencathra. The higher they go, the worse it gets. The wind is not wind in the familiar sense. It is a personal grievance. The trail becomes bog, then standing water, then a question of character. Halfway up the moor sits Skiddaw House, the most remote building in England. Alone, weathered, and on a day like this, genuinely miraculous. Then, High Pine, 658 metres, the highest point on the entire Cumbria Way, with Scotland on the horizon, and the wind doing its best to relocate them to it. Receives them like a hero's welcome, a warm camping pod, dinner at the inn, and a Guinness, then another. 2 old friends, battered and thoroughly alive, with nothing left to do but sit and be glad they came. The final day arrives with rain. Of course it does. The fields are muddy, the tracks are wetter than tracks have any right to be, and in every field along the way, without exception, sheep and cows stand watching, silent, judging, bearing witness to the last march with the quiet authority of creatures who live here and will continue to do so long after these 2 Swedes have gone home. The last day has a different quality to it. Not the reckless joy of day 1, something quieter and deeper. The knowledge held somewhere between the heart and the aching feet that the great thing is almost done. 2 friends who have now walked further together than most people walk in a year follow the River Caldew north through soft fields and gentle tracks, all the way to Carlisle, ancient city, Roman walls, the end of the road. They started this in another country. They crossed a sea, walked over mountains, survived the long day, said goodbye to a friend made on the road. And now they stand at the finish, slightly bent, tremendously tired, wearing the particular expression of people who have done something worth doing. The Cumbria Way is finished, but their friendship continues on, stronger than ever before.